Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Shah. I'm a student and also a YouTuber. In this channel, we help people speak English like a native. It provides the best methods, the techniques that will help you speak English naturally and fluently. I have been learning English for a year and I've seen huge improvements in my English. So I want to share those techniques, that methods that help me speak English naturally and fluently. So let's dive into the video. In today's video, we are going to talk about how deep learning made me a fluent English speaker. So what is deep learning? Well, deep learning means you learned it by your heart. You learned it completely, you learned that thing completely, you mastered it. So like there's a famous quote by a guy named Tony Robbins, and he said that repetition is the mother of skill. Means to be very good at something, to be very skillful at something, you need a lot of repetition. You have to have a lot of repetition. And by repetition, it means you do something again and again and again for a long time. Here again, what happens in normal schools, in normal traditional schools? There's a pressure on every teacher and also on students to complete a chapter in a week. And there's a hurry on a teacher to complete a book in a year so that they can start a new book next year. And that's why students didn't learn deeply. That's why students didn't able to speak English naturally and fluently just because they learned that book or maybe few chapters just for their test, and after that test they forgot most of it just because they didn't learn deeply. So here we have to do the opposite of what happens in normal traditional schools. We have to learn English deeply, and that's how we can master English. Number first, I learned English with my ears, not with my eyes. I use my ears to learn English. I didn't study grammar books. I didn't study boring textbooks to improve my speaking skills in English. I use my ears. I listen to English, and that's how I improve my speaking skills. Second, I use comprehensible input and interesting input. So what is comprehensible input? Comprehensible input means understandable input. So I listen to something that I understand 90% of it. I watch movies, I listen to podcasts, and I also listen to audiobooks that I understand 90% of it. And that listening was interesting to me because if it's not interesting to you, it won't help you to speak English naturally. And I watched movies that I was interested, I listened to podcasts, I listened to audiobooks that I was interested, and that helped me speak English naturally and fluently. Third, I use podcasts to improve my speaking skills in English. There are tons of podcasts that you can listen to them and improve your speaking skills. But I would recommend to find a podcast and listen to their podcast, like listen to all of the episodes in their podcast again and again and again. I would recommend Effortless English Podcast by AJ Hogue. AJ Hogue is known as one of the best English teachers in the world. He taught for more than 4 million people around the world, and he provides also courses about English. He provides pronunciation course, he provides English courses to help you speak English like a native. I also took his courses that greatly helped me to speak English naturally and fluently. Make sure to check out Effortless English Podcast and also Effortless English website. I'll put the link in the description, so make sure to check it out if you really want to improve your life and to speak English fluently and naturally. Number 4. Repetition is the key to success. So I've been listening to Effortless English podcast for a year, and still I'm listening to Effortless English podcast. So what did I do is that I would find a podcast, an episode that I was interested, and like that podcast will be about 30 to 40 minutes. And what did I do is that I listened to that podcast every day, like 3 to 4 times every day for 10 days. And I used this method for 6 months. So what did I do? Like I didn't listen to podcasts like continuously. I listened to an episode every day, like when I was going to college, when I was coming from college, when I was cleaning my room, when I was doing exercise. So I divide my time to listen to Effortless English podcast episodes. And that's really help you. When you divide your time, it's really help you to speak English like a native. So don't try to listen to it at the same time. Find an episode that you are interested and listen to that episode every day maybe in the morning when you are going to school or maybe work, maybe when you are coming from work, or maybe you're coming from college and maybe you are doing the dishes, or maybe you are cleaning your house. So divide your time. It will help you speak English naturally and fluently. Deep learning. So that's the bottom line for all of these rules that I just discussed. So what did I do is just I used this method for 6 months, and after like I was using this method, and in the end of 6 months, like the words were coming out of my mouth naturally and automatically. I didn't think about grammar rules, I didn't think about translations in my mind. My friends were always ask me, "Hey Shah, how are you able to speak English like this?" I just said I use deep method. Like I learned English by heart. I completely learned English by heart. Deep learning. So I learned English deeply. And if you really want to speak English naturally and fluently, learn it deeply. Don't try to listen to podcast like 20 podcasts for a week and watch 10 movies or 20 movies in a week. Like it is not gonna help you just because you're not learning deeply. You have to learn English deeply, and that will help you speak English naturally and fluently. That was the deep learning. That's how deep learning made me speak English like a native. That's how I'm able to speak English fluently and naturally. And if you follow these methods, I promise you, you will speak English naturally and fluently. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe to this channel. I'll catch you in the next one.